The beginning is here. Damn. Fucking Cursed Eye already coming out, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Welcome back to Just Nuts. John here. Apologies on the voice. Whenever I wake up, it's like right after I always wake up, my voice is like super deep, and I've been a little sick as of late, so that's all going into it. So hopefully in the near future the voice will be better. But yeah, we've got the first three cards for the Cursed Eye archetype that's coming out in the next deck build pack. Infinity Chasers, I believe is the name. And yeah, the cards of one of the three themes of Infinity Chasers revealed, and it's the theme you'd come up with when you were 12. Okay, so we got three cards. We got a Link 3, a spell card, and a monster. We're going to start with the monster here because that's how they have it listed. So first we have Cursed Eye Death Disciple. Instead of Disciple, Death Disciple, so it's a little pun there, like it. Sariel. It's a level 4 Dark Fiend, could have expected that. Attack 1600, defense 1400. You can use the second effect with this card's name only once per turn. And 3 different effects. So the first effect says, if this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Cursed Eye card from your deck to your hand. So it looks so far that the monsters are going to be Cursed Eye, and I believe that spell card is going to be Cursed Eye as well, but we'll get there when we get there. So nice. It's like Lilybell. It's because that search on normal summon is not a once per turn, so should you be able to normal summon again, you would be able to get a second search there, which is interesting. I mean, we'll see if we have a card that can kind of do that in the future. I don't think any of these do that, though. But nice. Little search, normal summon. He's probably your best normal summon in the deck. While Cursed Eye of Selene is equipped to this card, quick effect. You can target one special summon monster your opponent controls, destroy that monster. Oh, so that's just a once per turn. Like, while it has Selene equipped to it, it then gains the effect to quick effect pop something. Pop a special summon monster. That's pretty good. That's like, I mean, it's not full on Dryden level, because Dryden could just pop anything, I think. But still, quick effect pops are no joke. And special summon monsters are going to be the main targets for pops, so there you go. That's pretty nice. Third effect, during the next standby phase, after this card's second effect is activated, destroy 1 card you control. Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure about rulings, but do you have to activate it if this card leaves the field? Right? Like, if you pop something on your turn, like you search Selene, you equip Selene, you pop something on your turn, but then you like link this away, do you still have to destroy a card you control on your standby phase? That's the question. So we'll see about that. Then we jump right into the Link 3 here. We have Cursed Eye King Zerachiel. Link 3, Dark Fiend, blah blah, 2600, so pretty big, with a top center and then bottom left and bottom right, so those decode talker arrows. And he takes 2+ Cursed Eye, so he's locked in the archetype, which is nice. You can use the second effect with this card's name only once per turn. So he has the second effect, once per turn effect too. If this card was link summoned using a monster with 2600 or more attack as a material, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see how many, 2600 or more attack monsters they have in the archetype as a whole. But okay, nice little, offensive buff should you get it off. Well, Cursed Eye of Selene is equipped to this card. Quick effect. You can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. So it has that same exact quick effect pop effect. During the next standby phase, after this card's second effect is activated, negate the effects of 1 effect monster this card points to. So, if this card doesn't point to anything, do you not have to do it? Because it sounds like a mandatory effect, but if you can't resolve it, do you just not have to? That's my question there. So there's a couple ruling discrepancies because these effects are kind of interesting here. I love this first monster, by the way. I actually love this a lot. The fact that he is your searcher and he applies pressure to your opponent, 2 in 1, is pretty freaking cool. And it says destroy one card, which means you probably just destroy your equip, which is not that bad, because I think this might be the equips might get themselves back. Oh, but it's these. Oh boy. Three, two, go. Right. We're back. And then we have Cursed Dive Celine. You kind of thought it was, you kind of knew it was going to be the third card here. Equip only to a Cursed Eye monster. Okay, self-explanatory. The third effect of this card is a hard once per turn. Number 1, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. Also, it cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Whoa. Whoa. Jesus. So the equipped monster can only be removed by non-targeting, non-destruction removal. Well, this card's equipped to it at least. The plus side is, like, your opponent is usually going to have to, like, pop this themselves if they want to get their pops off with it. Wow, but that's pretty much as good as protection gets. The only thing that make it better. Well, no, I think that this is better than just being unaffected by card effects, because then you're not immune to battle. But you can be attributed, so you can be kaiju'd, and you can be non-targeting, non-destruction removed. So, but still, really good removal. A lot of decks don't have that. Can't do that. Very good. Okay. Each time you activate the equipped monster's effect, or activate another Cursed Eye spell or trap card, the equipped monster gains 500, and if it does, you lose 500 life points. Okay. That's not the worst, right? Because, like, that's a permanent 500. That's not while this is equipped. So that's like if you activate like Sariel on your turn, he'll gain 500, putting him at 21. You'll pay 500, but as long as you're not in a time, relevant situation, that's not a big deal. And then on your opponent's turn, you could use it again and go up to 26. So now your normal summon and searcher became a 2600 beat stick, because you're probably going to be forced to pop Celine, and then you would not have the protection from Celine anymore. And so it says destroy one card you control. Does that, like, oh, there's so many intricacies with how, like, the cards would work, like, because what if you try to destroy himself but you had Celine equipped to it, and those Celine would make you indestructible by card effect? Would that still work because, like, you tried, and this was just like, all right, well, you tried but you couldn't, I got it, and then it's like, okay, good. Or what? All right, A-Drive, calm down, man. On the grind. I respect it. So there's really a lot of how do these work? Like, how specifically does this work? Can you try and pop itself and it would be protected? Can you pop other stuff? Anyway, the last effect of Celine says if this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 1,000, then banish a Cursed Die spell or trap card from the graveyard to set this card to your field. It's a little tough, but if this card's already pretty powerful, it gives apparently both of your main monsters, or the main monsters so far, a quick effect pop, as well as giving them really good protection and boosts their attack stat. So this card already does so much that if this was literally just once per turn, set this card back to your field, this card would be busted. So you have to give something up to get it. So this was the archetype that they said is like Sky Strikers in the fact that you have to play it a certain way. And I'm guessing that's based around these equip spells and having to pop your own stuff after you nag after you plus. But so far, there's potential here. I'm not going to say it's great. There's definitely some powerful stuff. Quick effect pops is no joke. But having to destroy your own stuff is tough. So we'll see. We'll see where this deck goes. But there's definitely potential here. And depending on how some of these rulings would go, even more room for potential if you could work around these, these hurting yourself effects. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think? Like, I know a lot of people, most people that I saw on the video of these 3 archetypes revealed were hyped mostly for this archetype over the other 2. So let me know if these first three cards lived up to what you thought or what you wanted out of this type of archetype, knowing that it was going to be equipped spells and, you know, it was being compared to Sky Striker. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more stuff from me in the future. And, yeah, have a good-ass Monday, boys and girls and lady boys and boy ladies. Bye. Bye, Felicia.